Hey, what's up all you filthy freaking animals? I'm back at you with yet another riveting video. But today I'm going to change the tone of my video, and I want to hit you with something new. You've seen nothing but my raw and unfettered aggression inspired by lazy writing and abysmal stories. But the truth is, there are layers to this ape, and I happen to have a sweet side that's just been waiting to show itself to the world. So I'm going to start an alternate series of videos called Ape Approves, where I will beat upon my chest in the favor of a movie that I deem worthy. Real quick, I find that I need more likes and subscribes, you know? So please, for once in your lives, just do the right thing and subscribe. Don't be a filthy animal for once, just do it, you know? Just do it, it's easy, alright? Anyways, I'm lucky to have stumbled across a film that I've been hearing some good things about. It's a film that, both an ape and his gal could agree upon. It's called Love and Monsters, and it's directed by Michael Matthews, starring Dylan Snyder as the main character. It's a kind of a goofy, lighthearted action adventure about the destruction of Earth through the form of all the cold-blooded creatures of the world turning into some giant monsters via some classic radiation. The movie's built around Joel, the main character, again played by Dylan Snyder, trying to reach his girlfriend who is 85 miles away in another bunker. And along the way he meets some super likable characters that assist him in his endeavors, including a dog that has better acting skills than Gal Gadot, a quirky duo played by Merle from The Walking Dead, and some little gal named Minnow. The film does a pretty good job of establishing a clear character arc for good old Joel here. He starts off as kind of a pathetic milksop that just freezes whenever coming into contact with these monsters. But, as he putters along, he's forced to face his fears on multiple occasions. And when he finally releases his inner ape, it's definitely a moment that just makes you cheer for him. That's how I just knew this was a good movie. I found myself caring about the characters the whole time. Dylan Snyder is such a good actor. Whether he's being goofy and awkward or his heart is literally breaking, he just does it all so well. The dog is super cute and lovable too, and when we first meet him, we know he's suffered some serious loss due to the fact that he's clinging to his old owner's clothing. Keep in mind, people, the writers of this film are able to make us fall in love with characters in just one or two short scenes, like over the course of a few minutes, something that the writers of Mulan couldn't do in an entire 2-hour film, with the advantage of $170 million more in their budget than Love and Monsters.
I ain't worth my time.
Because we love the characters, every scene involving a monster is such a high-stakes situation. We don't want these characters to die because we just love them. They're likable, they're relatable. I mean, think about when the witch died in Mulan. If I cared any less when that happened, I think I would have died. She was such an unappealing character that a moment that could have been heartwarming, nay, even heart-wrenching, was so forgettable that I'm just boring myself right now even talking about it. Even the supporting actors, like this little girl named Minnow, are pretty freaking funny.
Like a girl. Oh, this is bad! This is so bad!
I mean, too many shows these days try to make kids wise beyond their years in a way that comes off as utterly annoying and just unbearable to watch. Thankfully in this movie, Minnow, though she does possess a healthy level of sass, is also quite spazzy and just kind of acts the way you think a 9-year-old would act in a post-apocalyptic world dominated by large man-eating insects. The movie keeps you engaged the entire time. It's got a great balance of wild action scenes that make your blood pressure spike, and then some really touching moments too where you just get to see some raw, authentic emotion. The scenes are really cool and cleverly shot throughout the film. I just kept wanting to pause and take it all in at several points. And the CGI, even though I'm no CGI expert, it looked pretty good to me. Definitely worlds better than Wonder Woman 1984. There are these funny little ongoing jokes the whole movie, like everyone that meets Joel asks him right off the bat if he's a food stealer.
You stole food, didn't you?
He's a food stealer.
Yeah.
No, I didn't steal any food.
And he just kind of gets fed up with it as the movie wears on. Or another character, Cap, he's this charismatic Australian yacht captain. He's constantly being talked up by everyone with the same line. They're like, oh, Cap is great, he brews his own beer, as if that makes him a good person for some reason. It's just little unique gems like this that give us insight and perspective into the world they're living in. It helps us understand what's important to them, and then we can get into it more as an audience. I'd be lying if I told you there were no cheesy parts in the movie, but, they knew what they were doing. They made it cheesy on purpose. It was supposed to be that way. Because they knew that, it makes it easy to watch. Why do you think everyone loves Karate Kid so much, and now the Cobra Kai reboot? It's just because they know what they are. They're cheesy comedy dramas about karate. The film wraps up by re-emphasizing a theme that it introduces early on, that being that Even if it's the end of the world, you don't have to settle. Probably a pretty appropriate message for times like these. And I don't know about you, but I'm one of those quote-loving apes. And little one-liners like that, they just always seem to get me. I would urge you, with the full capacity of my ape passion, to watch this movie. Don't watch, expecting some sort of timeless masterpiece like Shawshank Redemption. It's nothing like that. But it was definitely a great film in its own right. Just be ready to have a good time and be entertained. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
You damn dirty ape!
And if you know any other dirty animals out there that could use some movie guidance, go ahead and send them my way. Thanks for watching.